Hello everyone and welcome back to Casual Decks for Social Players. Here we have 5 rules. 1. Deck's got to be modern. 2. It's got to be made from pool cards. 3. If I do buy a card, it's got to be less than £5. 4. It's got to be fun. And 5. I could break any of these rules. Today we have a deck inspired by one of the crime families from Streets of New Capenna, and it is time to give the Riveteers their dues. The deck revolves around sacrificing permanents, so we have a few sacrifice payoffs. We have Mayhem Devil, that whenever you sack a permanent, it deals 1 damage to any target. We have 4 of these. We have Judith the Scourge Diva, that whenever a non-token creature you control dies, does 1 damage to any target. We have Garner Bloodfist of Cowd, that whenever another creature dies, you either draw a card or do 1 damage. We have 2 of these. Body Dropper, that gets bigger whenever another creature dies, 2 of these. And Taxian Infiltrator, that whenever you sacrifice another opponent, you get +1, it gets bigger. 3 of these. And 1 Riveteers Ascendancy, that whenever you sacrifice a creature, you get something smaller back. Now we need ways to sacrifice our creatures, and we have a bunch of Blitz creatures that when you cast it for the Blitz cost against haste, and whenever it dies, draw a card, and then you sacrifice it the next end step. First we have Riveteers Requisitioner, that when it dies gives us a treasure. We have 2 of these. We have a Mayhem Patrol that attacks and gives something a little bit of a buff. 2 of these. Workshop War Chief that when it enters gives you life and when it dies gives you a 4/4 Rhino. 2 of these. Night Clubber that when it enters gives all your creatures, opponent's creatures -1/-1. 2 of these. And a Riveteers Decoy that must be blocked if it attacks. We also need some other ways of sacrificing. We have 4 Gold Hounds, which allows us to sacrifice for mana of any colour. 3 Mishra's Research Desk, which allows us to sack for card draw. 2 Dig Up the Bodies, which we can sacrifice to bring a creature back from the graveyard. 2 Marika Brutal Gladiators, which allows us to do excess combat damage and make opponent sacrifice. 1 Braid's Arisen Nightmare to sacrifice things at the end of step and make your opponent sacrifice. 1 Power Stone Fracture to sacrifice to destroy a creature, and 1 of Nixless to sacrifice a creature to get a copy of him. Last but not least, we have our land. We have 1 Blast Zone, 1 Evolving Wilds, 4 Riveteers Overlooks, 4 Racers Rings, 3 Tramway Stations, 1 Sulphurous Spring, 5 Swamp, 4 Mountain, and 1 Forest. And finally, a look at the deck as a whole with its mana curve. And we'll see you next time.